I haven't been doing any kind of drug for very long, maybe a year or so, and even then only very rarely. Had been proud to stay away from all of them, including cannabis. Alcohol was my choice of drug, and really it was mainly beer. So I moved to a new city, country and continent and decided that I was going to experiment a little, and so I did. In a year I have only had about 10 E's, smoked a bit of pot, a bit of coke, and had one line of speed. I barely make the category of a light drug user. I met a wonderful girl, let's call her M. She was into drugs a fair bit and had done pretty much everything. I was with her when I tried coke for the first time. That covers my drug history. Now forward to New Year's Eve 2001. We went to one of M's friends' houses for a bit of a C&C party. I was looking forward to it because I had never done this before. Typically my New Year's are spent with hundreds of people on some beach somewhere. So we were only going to go to this house for a couple of hours and then possibly to a big underground/warehouse rave. Nobody knew the location of the rave until it was posted on the internet about 3 hours before the event. I had been feeling nervous all day because I knew that M would drop a tab that night, and I knew I was tempted to give it a try. We got to the house and I vaguely knew a couple of M's friends that were there, but I hadn't met anyone else. There was only about 10 people there and we sat in the living room listening to hard house music. Then M prepared some coke for everyone, and for the next couple of hours we had a few lines and I necked half an E. Then M pulled me into the bedroom. She said she was going to drop the acid and if I wanted to try it. I was very nervous. I accepted and took half of a tab. Carried on partying in the living room and we all decided to flag the rave and just stay at the house. That suited me. I didn't want to be freaking out other than at the house. The E I took had kicked in before I took the LSD and I was having a great time. M asked me about an hour later how I was and I said I was mashed from the E and how it was a real strong one, but the acid seemed to do nothing. She laughed and said it was the acid that was making me feel so good. She said that this acid was incredibly weak anyway and wouldn't give any hallucinations but would just make me very energetic and bouncy. Too right. I was fucked, and I was loving it. It felt like a very strong E but lasted all night. At about 5 a.m., the night was still going strong and M dragged me into a bedroom and proceeded to attack me. Great sex. I have had sex on E before but this was mind-blowing. We screwed about 4 times then fell asleep for a couple of hours. I had a weird dream. I was in that bedroom where M and myself were sleeping but everything was circles. Everything. All different colors and sizes and thicknesses. I was a circle. M was a circle. The bed was a circle. The table was a circle. The clock on the table, the posters on the walls themselves, the floor, ceiling, spare bed, every little item in the room. All circles of varying colors and sizes, all on a white background. And all in 3D. They were spinning very slowly against each other in different rotation directions like the cogs of gears would. It was lovely. I woke up feeling queasy in the stomach and felt like throwing up. Must have been the spinning dream. I felt a bit sick for about an hour, then it passed. We went downstairs to join the others who were still up. It was about 10 a.m. We caught a cab home and M cooked up some breakfast. Then slept for most of the day. Later that afternoon and for rest of the day I felt a bit spaced out, but next day went to work and all was normal again. Till next time.